Guys, I think I've actually traveled back to Ming Dynasty, China. Look at this road. There aren't any cars, only carts, horses, and travelers. The Ming Dynasty ruled China from 1368 to 1644 and helped restore Chinese rule after the Mongol Yuan dynasty. One thing I really want to do while I'm here is find a local Chinese market. I've heard the markets here are filled with all kinds of goods from across China. Let's go see what people are buying and discover what makes these markets so exciting. This market is incredible. Everything is handmade: silk, tea, pottery, and tools. During the Ming Dynasty, China's economy expanded dramatically, and markets like this connected people from across the empire. That market was amazing, but now I want to head down to the docks and get a closer look at the ships. I have read that maritime trade was a huge part of Ming China. Let's see what these ships actually look like up close. Look at all these boats! The Ming economy depended heavily on river transport. Goods like silk, porcelain, and grain moved along waterways that connected vast parts of China. Imagine being on board one of these boats. Most people in Ming China were farmers. These fields supported one of the largest populations in the world at the time. Crops from the Americas, such as corn, tomatoes, and tobacco, were introduced to the Chinese people. It's so amazing seeing daily life up close. I've finally reached Beijing. This was one of the largest cities on Earth during the Ming Dynasty, and today it's the capital of China. Just look at these walls. They're enormous. Let's take a look at what Beijing has to offer. The streets are packed with people. Beijing became the imperial capital under the Yongle Emperor and grew into the empire's political center. From 1421, the emperor made Beijing the principal capital of China. After all this walking around Beijing, I'm getting pretty hungry. I've been exploring markets, streets, and the docks all day, so I think it's finally time to try some local food. Oh wow, they just brought me a bowl of rice and fried pork. This looks absolutely delicious. Okay, so they just handed me chopsticks, and honestly, this is not going as smoothly as I hoped. Back home, I'd definitely be reaching for a fork and a knife right now. I've already dropped a piece twice, but I have to say, the rice and fried pork taste absolutely amazing, so it's definitely worth the struggle. This canal was part of a huge transportation network. Grain and supplies were brought to this canal from southern China to feed the capital. The Grand Canal was renovated almost in its entirety between 1411 and 1415 during the Ming Dynasty. These homes belong to some of Beijing's elite families. You can really see the wealth and sophistication that developed during the Ming era. While merchants and landlords became rich, many peasants, however, were pushed off the land or forced into wage labor. You know, there are two places I've always dreamed of seeing in China: the Great Wall and the Forbidden City. The Great Wall is supposed to be one of the most impressive structures ever built, and I've heard rumors that the Forbidden City is actually under construction right now. Since I'm already here, I think we have to go see it for ourselves. This is unbelievable. The Forbidden City is actually being built right behind me. Construction began in 1406 under the Yongle Emperor and required hundreds of thousands of workers. It served as the home of 24 emperors and their households and was the center of the Chinese government from 1420 to 1924. These stone blocks are enormous. Historians believe some stones used in the Forbidden City weighed hundreds of tons and required extraordinary engineering to transport. Seeing these blocks live makes me think that those historians are right. Look at these giant beams. Timber for the Forbidden City was transported from forests hundreds of miles away. The logistics must have been incredible. The city got its name because access was limited to the imperial family, the court, and high-ranking government functionaries. This might be one of the largest construction projects on Earth at this time. The future imperial palace is spreading out in every direction. The complex consists of 8,886 rooms in total. That's crazy! The palace halls are starting to take shape now. Those giant red columns are becoming part of what will eventually be one of the world's most famous palace complexes. Every palace constructed will have its own main halls and side halls. This gate alone is larger than many buildings in my own time. The scale of imperial architecture here is absolutely staggering. I wonder how long these workers work every day to finalize this. I bet it's longer than 9 to 5. Look at the beautiful decorations. These artisans are creating decorations by hand. Every detail is carefully crafted for the emperor's future palace. Now it's starting to look like the Forbidden City we know today. Imagine seeing this masterpiece before it's officially completed. The 178 After compound was actually designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. Visiting the Forbidden City construction site has been incredible, but I think it's time to head back into the city now and see how ordinary people lived during the Ming Dynasty. I've heard that Chinese people absolutely love their tea, and tea houses were a huge part of daily life. Let's go find one and see what tea culture was really like back then. Tea culture was already deeply important in China by this period. These tea houses were places for business, storytelling, and social life. Officials and eminent people used tea drinking as an occasion to foster friendships and discuss poetry. Tea drinking was an important part of palace life. Meng porcelain became famous around the world. Many of these techniques helped create some of the most valuable ceramics in history. The Ming Dynasty is often regarded as a golden age for Chinese ceramic art and is famous for its blue and white porcelain. Silk production was one of China's most important industries. The quality of Ming silk was admired across Asia and beyond. However, strict laws controlled who could wear silk in China. The silk dragon robes showed everyone who had power, and only the emperor could wear imperial yellow. This city knows how to celebrate. Festivals brought communities together with music, performances, food, and tradition. I feel rather festival myself right now. This celebration has been amazing, but I think it's time to move on to something I've wanted to see my entire life, the Great Wall of China. I'm honestly so excited right now. Seeing the Great Wall during the Ming Dynasty, when it was still actively guarded and maintained, is something very few people could ever imagine experiencing. I finally made it to the Great Wall. Much of what people visit today was actually rebuilt and strengthened during the Ming Dynasty. In 2026, the complete route is over 20,000 kilometers. This wall seems endless, as it almost is, being so long. The Ming government invested heavily in defenses to protect the empire's northern frontier. Let's go inside one of the watchtowers and see if there are any guards on duty right now. I'm inside a watchtower now. Soldiers stationed here watched for potential threats and communicated using signal systems. Beyond defense, the wall was also used to protect traffic along the Silk Road trading routes. It also helped control immigration and emigration. I wonder how long it took to build the whole wall. It's 1420 now, and the Forbidden City is finally complete. It took 14 years to build everything. For centuries, it served as the home of Chinese emperors and the center of imperial government. The scale is hard to describe. The Forbidden City contains hundreds of buildings spread across an enormous palace complex. It's truly amazing to see in real life. Look at this. It's so incredibly made. I'm in awe right now. This is considered one of the greatest achievements of Chinese architecture. That is totally understandable. It's even more fantastic in real life than you've seen on screen. Every direction I look feels like a masterpiece. From village roads to the Great Wall and the Forbidden City, this has been an unforgettable journey through Ming China. It's amazing seeing history come alive. If you liked it too, please consider subscribing to my channel.